my name is Tiffany and welcome to our 20-minute community class for today. I am just trying to make yoga a little bit more accessible. So for today's class, we're going to use a chair. Grab a chair, grab your yoga mat, and let's get started. Quick reminder that my yoga application for my retreat is up, so go apply today. All right. So today's class will be completely standing only. So let's go ahead and just find some grounding to begin with. Let's bend our knees, wiggle our bums, maybe even shake out the arms, and let's really connect with the earth. So feet are digging into the ground. So into your mat, into your space, let your body just kind of like settle in. If you need to do any extra wiggles, go for it. Otherwise, we're just standing here. And if you feel like, wow, I'm feeling like really wobbly, right? You can always lean against a wall. A wall is your friend. So if you need to find grounding, that's one way you can do it too. So as you find this like place of grounding, we can bend our knees slightly, kind of play with that. We can tuck our hips, move them forward and back. We can close our eyes, roll our shoulders down and back. Relax our jaws, and then begin to seal the lips and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, finding that Ujjayi breath. As we breathe, let's count in for 4, 5, or 6, and as we exhale, we find that same count, 4, 5, or 6. So sipping in the air, finding that breath, exhaling to that same count. Allow yourself to explore or go to the breath that works best for you. You know what it is. As we find the movement today, I'd like to offer the intention of contentment. As we inhale, we think I am. Exhale, we think content. And as we flow through today's practice, maybe we think of a time where we're fully content. This is a time where we weren't happy, we weren't sad, we were right in the middle. And we allow ourselves to be vibrationally neutral. This might be a place that you're unfamiliar with because we're always searching for these highs and then all of a sudden find these lows. And so if we can find a middle place, we don't have to search anymore. We found it. Being super high, happy, joyful, excited, whatever, can often lead to these lowest of lows, and it makes our body a little bit unregulated. That energy is just too much, it's unsustainable. But what is sustainable is even-keeled, letting yourself just be right in the middle. If you know of this time, let's think about it. And if you don't know, let's think about how it would feel. We'll just take a few more deep breaths here, finding that place of contentment. And if it feels like you're going to fall again, the wall is your friend. And if you feel like you'd like to open your eyes and just have a soft gaze, that's an option too. On that next exhale, let's begin to circle the arms up. So inhale, we circle. Maybe we look up, lift the chin, we press our palms together, and exhale, we bring our hands right down our heart center. Take a deep breath here. Option to leave your eyes closed or open them, whatever feels right here. Once you start moving, it feels weird to keep your eyes closed, but if you're like, I'm vibing, eyes closed is for me, then do that. Inhale, we circle again. Maybe this time we lift up the chin and open up the chest. And then exhale, press the palms together, bring our hands right down our heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, we circle. Exhale, bring hands right to heart center. Last time on your own. And once you bring your hands to the heart center, let's relax our shoulders and just feel into our bodies. Begin to just turn your body towards your chair if you haven't already, and bring your arms down by your side. Find that grounding. And when you're ready, let's circle the arms, bring them all the way up. Maybe we lift up the chest, like find a little back bend. And then exhale, we slowly begin to bring our hands down and hinging at the hips. So our booty is pushing back, our chest is lowering, and our hands can come to the chair or whatever surface you're working with. So it might just be a block, or maybe it's the ground. So if it's the ground, maybe it's fingers are dangling, you can grab opposite elbows. We'll be here for just a couple of breaths. You can wiggle your hips, maybe bend one knee then the other. If you have a chair, you can rest your forearms on the chair. You can kind of like sit back onto the heels. This really gives you a nice stretch. Lean forward into the toes and just let yourself breathe here. As we find this ujjayi breath and just kind of this slow flow, maybe we bend both of the knees, adjust the belly. Just let yourself stretch out the back of the hips. It's probably been a while since you've stretched them. On that next exhale, plant your hands or just let them dangle and let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Roll your shoulders down and back, and then let's set ourselves up. Shake it out. And if you need a sip of water, if you need to shed a layer, then go for it. We'll meet back in mountain. On that next exhale, let's come in front of our chair, circle the arms, look up, reach up, find your back bend. Exhale, we fold all the way back down. Hands come to the chair, to the ground, or dangle your fingers. Inhale, we rise up halfway. So it's like an L shape with our body, so flat back. Our gaze is down in between our hands or maybe between our toes, depending on where we're at. And our neck is neutral. We should feel this a lot in the back of the legs. Engage your core. On that next exhale, fold again. This time, bend your knees, and as we rise, it's a strong arm and strong back. So everything is coming up together, and we're rooting down so that we can rise up. Our palms press together and come right back to our center, where our heart is. Take a deep breath here. So we'll do that a few more times. We'll do it in like a ladder format. So we'll do a 2-round, a 3-round, and a 4-round. All right. Let's inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Press our palms together. Exhale, we fold all the way back down. Hands come to the chair. Maybe we take our feet a little bit wider because we know we need the space. And then we lower as much as it's comfortable here. Inhale, we rise up halfway. We stick our booty back. Exhale, we fold. Bend your knees, root to rise. Come to standing. Circle the arms. That's 1. Press into the palms and exhale, we fold. Again, going slowly with the breath. There's no need to rush here. Hands come to the chair. We feel into the back of the legs. Inhale, we rise up, find our half lift. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale, root to rise, bend the knees, lift up the arms, really feel that energy coming out. Exhale, bring it all the way into the heart. And that's 2. Good job, friends. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. Do whatever you need. We'll meet back in mountain whenever you're ready. All right, let's go for 3. Inhale, we circle the arms, bring them all the way up. Plant them together. Exhale, we fold, bringing them all the way down the midline. Sinking our hips back, maybe taking our feet a little wider. Hands come to the chair, to the blocks. Inhale, we rise, find our half lift, stick our booty back. Exhale, we fold all the way back down. Root to rise, let's bend the knees and lift up all that beautiful energy we just created. Circling the arms all the way back up. Press the palms together, that's 1. Going slow here with the breath. Let's exhale as we fold all the way back down. Once we get down, we inhale, rise up halfway, L shape with the back, flat back. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, bend the knees, root to rise. This is number 2. Moving slowly with the breath. Take your time here. We don't want to rush and get dizzy. Plant the palms, and then as we lower down, we exhale and find that forward fold. One more time. Plant the hands, inhale, we find our half lift. Exhale, we fold. Root to rise. This little shift here gives you enough of that energy to really lift up the body, engage your core, engage your thighs. Everything is moving slowly, but you're working hard. Circle the arms, plant the palms. Exhale, we bring our hands right back to heart center. Take a deep breath here. Shake it out. Let yourself get a sip of water. Anything else you need, you can even bring your hands to your hips and find a little circular action. This type of thing kind of does feel good. All right, we're working on hips. One more time, this time for 4. And on the last version, you'll do it on your own. Okay, I'll give you some opportunity to just kind of flow. You really kind of get into the mode. And if you're like, I don't know if I can do that, I will be here. You can follow me. Plant your plant your feet, palms to the side, knee and mountain whenever you're ready. Inhale, we circle the arms all the way back up. Plant the palms and exhale, we fold, hinging at the hips. Hands come to the chair, to the ground. Let's take our feet a little bit wider. Inhale, we rise up halfway, stick our booty back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we shift our hips so that we go from here to here. Root to rise. We lift up that energy, bringing it all the way up to the top. Circling the arms, plant the palms. That's 1. Exhale, we slowly go where our hands come all the way back down. Forward fold. Inhale, we rise, half lift. Exhale, we fold again. Inhale, root to rise. Bring your arms all the way back up. Circle around. That's 2. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Circle the arms. That's 3. On this last one, just breath cues. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath here. Shake it out. Awesome job, friends. All right, take your hands on your hips and let's just find those little circles. Go in the opposite direction. Maybe a little sass in the hips. All right, let's plant that right foot right in the middle of your mat and the left foot steps back. So we find a warrior 1 stance. Heel is down and you can always take that left foot off to the side a little bit more if you need, wherever it's comfortable. So both of our hips have a tendency to want to open here, so let's close them off, closed hips. We bend this front knee and we engage our core. If you feel off balance, that's what the chair's there for. You can always flip it around if you need it. And when you're ready, maybe the arms lift up. You can lift up your arms or you can keep them at your hips. You can also keep them on the chair. But let's focus on those legs. Engage that front leg, engage your booty, plant this back knee. So this back knee wants to bend. Let's straighten it. Lean into the right leg. Engage your core. On that next exhale, let's plant the hands and focus on that back foot. Adjust so we can find a warrior 2. So the toes are now in line with the back of the mat. Bend this front knee. And maybe we bring that left hand to the left hip. And we might be here, or maybe we lift up the chest. Wherever it's good for you. If you need a little bit of balance, some stability, this is always here for you, friends. We are working hard on this muscle, and this muscle, and this muscle, and these muscles. So you can do that by touching your chair if you need to. Otherwise, our chest is lifted. We're feeling into it. This is our warrior two. Maybe our arms come off to the sides. We look over that right middle finger. My chest is open. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades. Our shoulders have a tendency to do this, so roll them down and back. On that next exhale, let's circle that left arm all the way up and over. Hands plant on the chair. Lift up that back heel so that both feet are facing front, and switch sides. So right foot comes back, left foot steps forward, and we set down the right heel. So we're switching sides so we find that warrior one on the left side. Bend that left knee into side. If you want to raise up, hand stays here or raise up, whatever feels good. Engage your core, engage this left thigh, plant that back heel. So this is our warrior one. If we want to raise our arms, we do that, palms facing each other. When we raise our arms, either way, let's really spread our fingers. Feel that energy, just like we're lifting it up. Shoulders roll down and back. We feel into it. On that next exhale, let's bring our hands to our chair and adjust ourselves. So we lift up the back heel and we bring it in line with the short edge of the mat. So right foot in line with the short edge of the mat. We can plant this left hand and bring that right hand to the right hip. And now you get a nice booty shot. You're welcome. And then we can lift up our chest. And maybe we bring our hands to hips, and this is where we are. Look at where my right hip is sassing, so let's just bring that in line. There it is. And that's just from knowing like this can cause pain over time, so it's not a good place to be. Like we want our spine to be healthy. On that next exhale, our hands reach out, we squeeze our shoulder blades and look over that left middle finger. If you feel off balance here, the chair is there for your friend. For you, friend. Not for, well, it's there for your friend too, I guess. Take a deep breath here. Take this right arm, circle it up and over, and bring both hands to the chair. We lift up that back heel, and we switch sides. So left foot steps back, right foot steps forward. We know where we're going now. We have that warrior one set up. So let's begin there. Let's even work on this some more. So as we lean into this warrior one, we tuck the pelvis, and we're preparing to lift up that chest. So engage your core, engage your butt. Everything is strong. We're creating this strong base so that when we lift up the chest, we feel completely like we ain't going nowhere. Like we're gonna hold strong here. If we want to add our arms, we engage our arms and our fingers, and we're reaching towards the sky. Option to take it from warrior two to standing. We lift up the heel and we set it back down. Otherwise, hand comes to the chair and adjust. Adjust your hips so they're in line. Engage your core, feel into that energy, and then add your arms if you're ready. Look over that right middle finger. Take a deep breath here. Circle the arms and bring them all the way back down to the chair. And lift up the back heel, and we switch sides. Right leg moves back, left leg moves forward. Set that right heel down, adjust your hips, make those feet glued to the mat. It's like we're creating that strong base from the ground up. Engage your core. When we're ready, we lift up. Hands can come to hips. We feel into it. Take your time, and if you need the chair for balance, it's there for you. And whenever you're ready, we lift our arms up and overhead, fingertips reaching, breathing here. On that next exhale, we bring hands to hips. And if you need to bring your hand to the chair to adjust, then go for it. Otherwise, we lift up that foot and we set it down and open up the hips. Make sure we're grounded. Plant that left foot, adjust your hips, and add your arms whenever you're ready. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, looking over that left middle finger. On that next exhale, we circle the arms very slowly, Bringing them all the way back to the chair. We lift up that back heel and we step it forward. Adjust yourself here and let's find a forward fold. Let this be very passive. Relax your head, wiggle your bum. Breathe here. I'm working up a sweat, how about you? On that next exhale, let's lift up halfway. And then forward fold. Root to rise, bend the knees and lift all that energy, amazing contentment. Press into the palms and exhale, come right back to center. And let's shake it out. Grab whatever it is you need, a sip of water, all of these things are good. And then let's go ahead and find a seat. Whew, that's nice. If you have something for your back to support, highly recommend. Otherwise, just sitting in a chair is great. You could also lie on the ground if that's what's comfortable for you, but let's find a little bit of peace and stillness here. As we find this, you might want to work on opening up the hips a little bit more. So come to the edge of the chair, and we can do this by kind of coming to the edge of the foot. So let's just do one last little hip stretch here, because we did a lot of warriors. Bring the edge of the foot kind of open into the ground. This allows this hip to open up. If you're not quite feeling it, you can grab the foot and the ankle and cross on the knee. This might be too intense too. If you have a block, you can do a different layer. So wherever you want to bring your stretch for that hip opening, go for it. Take a deep breath. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Allowing that hip to just kind of open up. And then on that next exhale, let's plant the foot, give yourself a wiggle, get back into alignment, and then work on that other side. Left foot opens. Let that hip just kind of fall to the side. You might not feel it. Otherwise, go to that block. Or we can grab the ankle and bring it onto the knee. Wherever you're at is good. Take your time. Breathe. Let's just stretch out our hips a little bit. And this is the time where we can connect with the breath a little bit more. We're slowing down the pace. Find that ujjayi if you lost it. And then let's go ahead and release. Sit back in our chair and let's find that place where we can maybe let our head drop back or let our head drop to the chin. You could also be on your back on your mat and just let yourself just kind of settle here. Close your eyes, maybe your hands come down by your sides. You could even reach your toes out. Maybe even scrunch up all your muscles and then release. Try to let go of any of that tension. Remind yourself this is your Shavasana. You get to be here. You get to enjoy this time of reflection. And this is the perfect time where your practice is also growing and learning. Believe it or not. The Shavasana is where we hold so much of the practice. We're evaluating how we did, our body is regenerating different things. It's an important piece of the practice. Let yourself rest here, tap into the breath. And let's take a deep inhale together. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And if it doesn't feel good to have hands to the side, you could just let them rest in your lap or on your belly. And let's be here for at least 1 minute in silence, allowing yourself to really enjoy your Shavasana. Begin to tap back into the breath. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle out wrists and ankles. Maybe even take both hands overhead for a full stretch. If you feel like you need longer Shavasana, it's there for you to take. Otherwise, bring hands to your heart center. Tuck your chin and close your eyes. And let's thank ourselves for showing up today and being present in the practice and maybe finding a little bit of contentment. Bringing our thumbs to our third eye. The divine light within me honors the divine light within each and every one of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that flow. If you like this kind of flow, please leave a comment. Let me know what you like, and that helps inform future classes. If you aren't already, please subscribe and like this video. And I appreciate your support in all of this, and I hope you have a fabulous day. I'll see you next time. Bye!